So I wanted to pose the question, what is fear? Where does it come from? I've been afraid of a lot of stuff for a really long time. And when I think about the reason behind whatever it is that I'm afraid of, whether it's haunted houses, not going. Not going. I had a full-blown panic attack last time somebody took me towards one of those things. And that's because when I was 4 or 5, I went to Booger Woods around here in Salisbury, and it scared the fucking shit out of me, and I'll never go back. Another fear that I am afraid of is speaking up, like just speaking up in general. I remember the first time I got shut down, it was like first grade. I was eating lunch. I don't remember what we were talking about, but I remember I said something, and the girl beside me, she's like, we don't like to talk about stuff like that. We like to talk about stuff that's fun and funny. It's okay. Attempted my first joke, shut down. She straight looked at me and she was like, that was not funny. Like, stale-faced as fuck, pissed off 6-year-old. So those types of experiences where we put ourselves out there for whatever it was that we wanted and were then slapped away, like rejected, because I remember how excited I was to go to this haunted trail. So excited, hyped up. It was like my idea. And then I got there and it scared the shit out of me and was like, never again. And that type of fear, that type of immense fear of like wanting something and it turning out to be not what I wanted at all, is what has been holding me back when it comes to anything that I have ever honestly wanted to pursue. Fear, the false evidence appearing real. So like if I wanted, like I said back in January, I want to go to Diamond in doTERRA by the end of the year. And so thinking about that, I think of any and every single which direction that it could possibly not happen. And that's just the way my brain has been programmed for the last 20, 30 years or whatever, is to imagine the worst possible scenario and not do it. And that type of programming, that type of fear-based like functioning is what causes people to fail. Thinking that something is not going to work, so they either don't go after it or they do go after it, but they play out the wrong scenario in their head, and so your brain, being programmed to win, being programmed to, come through for you, it will focus in that direction and then prove yourself correct that no, you weren't able to do whatever it is that you wanted to do. So what's the point, right? How do we overcome this fear? How do we step out in faith and make the decision that no, I'm going to go in the opposite direction. I'm going to do whatever is necessary. And however uncomfortable it may be, and believe me, it can be uncomfortable at times, you have to face your fear. You have to do what you think you cannot do to prove to yourself that you can, in fact, do anything. So, does that mean I'm going to a haunted house this year? We'll see. It's been 25 years. I might be able to do it. We'll see. But I have stepped out in faith in taking classes around town and trying to help with my social anxiety, social awkwardness. So I'm going to a Tai Chi class in about 2 hours. And I have an aerial class coming up in a couple weeks I'm really excited about. So, it takes baby steps to get over whatever fear you may have, and I totally get that. Like I said, it's been 25 years and I really don't feel comfortable going to a haunted house. But I have been able to, speak out with other peers and say funny things and joke around with people, and I've overcome certain, things like that. So it depends on, I suppose, whatever it is that you want out of life and why it scares the shit out of you, I started multi-level marketing like 2 or 3 years ago, and, that fear of failure, I feel, is what has led me to step away completely and stop using the tools that I've learned to grow, because I feel like if it's something that I want, then it just can't happen. And that's just simply not true, because it is as simple as doing what I'm doing right now, which is just reaching people and connecting with people and sharing with them the experiences that I've been through, and allowing myself to be open to helping whoever needs help. I'm using a company now called doTERRA. Been using for the last 6 months. I've been using mostly their products more than I have their business opportunity, but like I said, I wanted to go diamond in doTERRA this year, and a part of doing that is hosting multiple classes and teaching people. And that is work. It's not something that when I saw multi-level marketing for the internet marketing first, I was intrigued because it was something I could do from home with a computer. I didn't have to talk to anybody, and that was like ideal because I talk to people all day waiting tables, and I don't really want to do that when I come home. But what I love about doTERRA is it's allowing me to get out of that comfort zone and reach people in a new way. It's allowing me to enjoy my work because that's something that I never ever imagined was ever possible. I'm able to actually like working, and I get to work with people and help people in a sense that doesn't drag me down, it doesn't make me feel bad, it doesn't do, anything harmful, I suppose. And getting out of my comfort zone and reaching and seeing new people is something that, for me, is a blessing. I'm very introverted, and I'd like a more extroverted type lifestyle, but putting myself out there makes me uncomfortable. It's one of my biggest fears is being around people and saying or doing the wrong thing and having that 6-year-old in my brain again being like, why did you do that? Why did you speak up? You shouldn't have tried. And having something like doTERRA, not only are the products helping me get over those fears, but it's just the company itself is helping me to, it gives you steps along the way. The products help me overcome these social issues, but the company and the business also help me to overcome those things because now that I see what I need to do and what needs to be done, I can start doing those things. And it can be uncomfortable. Teaching classes can be uncomfortable, but what I love about doTERRA is they give you, like, if you're like me and you don't want to talk in front of people, and you don't want to sound just like in your own head awkward, they give you a DVD that you can literally click and play for whoever. And they also have an app called the Chloe app, and they have a natural solutions, like an interactive thing for your phone. So I can just send those to people, and it's basically the class over the phone. And so it's a way that I can reach them without them having to really do anything. So, yeah, if you have any type of fear, I guess that's the point of this video. If you have any type of fear, just imagine if you could play it out in the opposite direction. Just imagine all the ways that it could go right, and then convince yourself that you can make it happen in that direction as well. If it can go wrong, then it can go right. So essentially, we really don't have anything to fear. We need to step out more in faith. So, if you have any questions about doTERRA or their oils, or if you'd like to see more about my journey, you can go to YouTube and follow me at Freebird Oils, or you can follow me on Facebook, Freebird Oils Group, or Doves doTERRA. Yeah, so thanks for watching.